What's up, YouTube family? Lou here with another God Like Collectibles video. And this is going to be my last video of the year as we get ready to count down 2024. But I wanted to just share with you a few things and, show some of my pickups that I love this year that I ended up adding to the collection, but also wanted to encourage people. Maybe there's a lot of people out there, collectors, that maybe are on the fence about making videos or showing off their collection. And maybe they've thought about it, all year long about maybe I should share a video. Maybe I should start doing a video, and they either shy or whatever the reason, something has held you back. I want to encourage you. I was one of those people that wouldn't comment on any videos. I would be on lives and I wouldn't comment on the lives, and I was kind of in the shadows, in the dark. And I always thought to myself, like, who's really gonna watch my stuff? Who's really gonna subscribe to my channel? And all these negative thoughts that keep coming into your mind will continue to prevent you from doing what it is that you love to do, right? Which is to either talk about baseball cards or talk about your collection, or maybe even show off your collection. Maybe you're excited about something that you picked up, but you don't have nobody to share it with. I've noticed that with a lot of people in the community who are doing videos, one of the things that I've noticed is that they always said they were by themselves, or they were alone, or they had nobody to share it with. And here in community, you have so many people that are interested in looking, and sometimes even get influenced or encouraged to maybe dive into a different lane inside of the hobby. Maybe there's a person that wasn't into vintage and maybe decided to start collecting vintage, or maybe someone who's only strictly vintage and then decided that they wanted to do some modern. There's always somebody out there that, can get influenced or motivated to kind of have an open mind and seeing the different aspects of the hobby. I know that there's something for everybody, and it seems like recently the topic has always been, that's been coming up in a couple of the lives, has been, about people and their views, and people about their content, and some people maybe even getting discouraged because they don't get enough people to watch, or whatever the case may be. And my take on it is that, for a person who still, I consider myself to be fairly new in YouTube, even though I do have over 100 videos posted up. I don't have many subscribers compared to many of the other guys. I'm still under 350 subscribers. I think I'm like at 310 or 312. But my thing is, you can't allow yourself to do this based off of your views or based off of how many people watch. I think it has to be more of a passionate thing. You know what I mean? If you have a passion for the hobby, it's going to show in the videos. It's going to show, it'll reflect off of you. And people will be able to see that. A lot of people want to do YouTube because they just want to make money on it. I'm not one of those people. I'm more of, I want to show off some of my stuff. And now that I've actually met certain people in the community, it's about building relationships, with other people who you can share your stuff with. You get a brand new card, and, maybe your spouse don't really care about that stuff, or your kids, or maybe even a sibling. But your buddies in the community, you can send them a text and say, hey, look what I picked up today. You know what I mean? And they'll be all like hyped up for you. You know what I mean? And it makes you feel good that you have somebody to share that experience with. Even like going to card shows and going to the National and going to certain things like, does it make sense financially to go to a national and spend money on hotels and spend money on food and gas and whatever it is, on Ubers or whatever it is that you spend the money on, when you can actually buy the card online and save yourself all the traveling money? Yeah, it makes sense to stay home, but you miss out on the experience. The experience of meeting new people, the experience of creating relationships and building friendships with new people and new friends, which was a great experience for me. 2024 was a great year for me hobby-wise. Not only did I collect some new stuff and get some really nice additions to my collection, but I was also able to experience going to a national that I've never done before, experience, meeting new people, and creating friendships and relationships with other collectors. So, and I had a great experience this year. I've been to several card shows this year, locally. Went to the National, went to WrestleMania with a couple of my buddies. So I've been able to do a lot of things this year that I've never done in the past, and it's been a great year. And so always keep that in mind. And if you are on the fence about making a YouTube channel, then just do it. The worst that could happen is nobody watches, right? But you're going to get the same amount of views if you don't put it out. So you might as well just put it out. I would have never thought that I would have had over 300 subscribers and met the people that I've met. You know what I mean? And all it takes is one video where you get a shout out by another YouTuber. That happened for me. It happened to be Orlando from A Collector's Dream. I had posted a Roberto Clemente that I had gotten, and it was my first Clemente graded, and he shouted me out on his page on YouTube. And next thing you know, some people started coming along, and then that opened up a door that allowed other YouTubers to reach out to me, like James Elite Hunters. And then from James, I met Lou Rock from Lou Rock TV. And next thing you know, it just happened to be that more and more people I started meeting. Mike from Hitman 23, Hugo Signs of the Pastime, who are some of my closest people that I text with. And it's been a beautiful, beautiful thing. And people that I've met in person when I went to the National. So these are just experiences that would have never happened if I would have never jumped on and made a video. So I encourage you for the new year, those that are on the fence, those that are thinking about sharing their collections, go ahead and share it. You know what I mean? Talk about it. Have fun with it. That's what it's about. I don't do no crazy editing. I don't do none of that because I don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? I just hit record, and when I'm done, I watch it just to make sure I didn't really mess up too bad. And then I go and I load it up to my YouTube channel, and that's it, and I'm done. I don't get crazy with microphones and certain cameras and all this stuff. I usually use my iPad or my phone, and that's it. Hit record and show what I got. So before I log off, let me just show a couple things. One of the best Christmas presents I got this year, my wife bought me this binder for graded cards. So I got all my Vic Powers in here. I am like super stoked. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. So, got a lot of my cards in here, and it's really nice. The only thing is that in the middle, it kind of like you're looking at it from the front, and then when it gets to the middle, the cards are backwards. Now you got to flip it from the other side to see the front. But besides that, it's actually really cool, and I'd rather have them like that than in a box. That way I can sit down and look at them. I only need 2 more tops, Vic Powers, to complete my tops run. I need a 61 and a 66. And once I get those, I completed the tops run. But let me also show some of the stuff that I got this year that I thought was pretty cool. Things that I received, things that I got. Like I got this Clemente pin from my boy James. But I also want to share I finally got a case for my Christmas gift that my boy Brad ended up giving me for Christmas. My Roberto Alomar. I finally got a 180 point mag. How you call it? One touch. So I was able to put my Roberto Alomar in there. I wanted to get a Mag Pro, but they still out of stock on the 180s. But I ended up getting that. And here's my other Bradley Claus gift, my Don Mattingly patch. And this was another thing this year. These Zion cases, the Mac Pros, became like something that just elevated my my collecting. And I wish I could put all my cards in Mac Pros. You know what I mean? Like I put this Aaron Judge in there, and I just love it. This Topps Gallery. Look at this. This card is phenomenal. But love having it with my labels. You know what I mean? I'm looking to this actually made me actually want to get more raw cards now, like more ungraded cards, because I want to put them in my slabs, you know. And then just show you the pickups that I think were my favorite pickups of 2024. Without a doubt, these three cards I got at the National, and these were my favorite, some of my favorite pickups. My Orlando Cepeda rookie, my Tony Oliva All-Star rookie from 65, and my Donnie Baseball 84. These were probably my three favorite pickups of the National this year. And my two favorite cards that I picked up during the year, it's funny because I just got one this past weekend, or 2 weeks ago, was the Tony Oliva rookie, which I was all year looking for it, and I finally got it right at the end of the year at a card show. I've been looking on eBay. I don't know, it's just something that when you actually see it in person, it just makes you want to get it even more. Like when you see it in person and you can actually really look and dissect the card. And my favorite pickup this year for sure, I was fiending for this card. This is the 1972 Puerto Rican Hiram Bidhorn. I never get tired of looking at this card, never get tired of showing this card. So I'm sorry if I showed it so many times that people are tired of seeing it. But this was probably one of my favorite cards. And for all you collectors out there, you know, that feel that you can't show off your collection, maybe this is one of the things that hold you back, is that you feel that your collection is not good enough, or you don't have valuable cards compared to other YouTubers. Don't let that stop you. Because I'll be honest with you, sometimes I watch some of these channels that are showing like some modern cards that I've never even seen before. And I'm like, and some of these modern cards are only like $5. And, you know, so don't be intimidated. Because I know it could be intimidating looking at people's collections, and they got Babe Ruths and they got, you know, Mickey Mantles and all these other cards that are hard to get because of how much they cost. But at the end of the day, if you love collecting, you know, let's say Toronto Blue Jay players, and that's your thing, then that's your thing. You're going to have other Toronto Blue Jay fans out there that probably would like to see that stuff, or maybe they're collecting it too, and because they don't see your stuff, they don't even know it exists. Because you know how many times I've seen a channel where I seen something and I'm like, holy smokes, I never even knew that card existed, and it made me want to get it. So, you know, don't allow yourself to get intimidated. If anything, utilize those channels that have the bigger cards and have that knowledge of those cards to educate you. That way, you know, like I look at like channels like Mangini and Collector's Dream, and you know, a lot of these bigger cards, Rick Arbol, like I see a lot of these guys that have these big cards, but they also educate you. They give you a background on the card. You know what I mean? What set is it from? How it was distributed. You know what I mean? Certain players that I might have never even heard of, Hall of Famers that I've never heard of or never seen cards of. And those things will educate me in the event that I am in the wild and I see a card like that. I know what to expect, what to look for, and not how not to get taken advantage of either. You know what I mean? And overpay for something that maybe just because it's old doesn't mean that it's super expensive either. So, you know, those are my thoughts for the end of the year. Looking forward to the new year. Looking forward to making more videos, making more friendships, and I guess I'll be seeing you on the next one. So I'll see you next year. Take care. God bless. Be safe. Peace.